Hey guys, what's up? Ryan Necra here, and I'm coming to you with a 2-video special. So let's get the warning out of the way right now. If you are watching this video contains spoilers. So, if you would like to see the non-spoiler version of my review of Suicide Squad, click the link on the screen now. Now, I'm going to run through this and just give you my opinion on a lot of the different things. First off, I really like how Flash and Batman were included in this. I was really hoping to see some other stars, some other superheroes, but hey, it was nice that they were included. So a quick rundown of what I thought of the movie. I really liked it. I'm probably going to go see it again, and then when it comes out in DVD, I'm going to buy it. So if you know me, that says something. But I advise you to go watch it yourself and form your own opinion. Don't just take my judgment solely for if you should see the movie or not. Now, for some quick spoilers to run through without ruining the entire movie. I almost got up and walked out when Deadshot shot Harley Quinn. That was the moment that I was ready to get up and leave the movie. But luckily enough, he missed on purpose. So Harley Quinn did not die, she got to live. The Joker was portrayed really well. He seemed like he was probably, he would fit in on the streets in modern times now as someone that would deal drugs and actively partakes in drugs, which I like that view of the Joker. He's psychotic. Psychotic people tend to use drugs sometimes, so I mean, come on. The Joker dies in the movie, but then you find out in the very end he's still alive. Another character in the movie I was surprised by was the witch, who I have struggled to pronounce her name multiple times and I don't know why I can't. Enchantress? But I liked the character, but for some reason it was a little lackluster to me of her part in the story. I get where her part was in the story and how it added to the storyline. It just felt a little weak to me, like they could have probably did more with her. But I mean, without her they wouldn't have had the story that they had for the whole movie, so I guess, cool. I just felt a little iffy about that part, a little weird. And her brother, spoiler, she brings her brother back. He doesn't really get that much time on screen, it's just kind of like, whatever. Slipknot, well, he dies within like the first few minutes they introduce him. I want to say like the first 6 minutes. They kill him off pretty quick. He tries to run away and they just set off the device that they implanted in their neck. They didn't think it was real, so 2 of them tried to run off, and 1 of them got blown up and the other one changed their mind. As far as the plot of the whole movie, I really liked it. I sit about halfway into it, thinking maybe they'd have more than 1 mission, but they only had that 1 mission. And I was kind of hoping to see maybe like 2 or 3 of them, but halfway through I realized that they're only going to show that 1 mission. And that's what the whole movie was going to be focused around. So that was a little bit disappointing in a way, though that takes nothing away from how much I like the movie. I was just expecting certain things that didn't happen, and that's what happens when you expect things. You get your hopes up, and then it might not happen. So it's not a bad thing the way that they did it. It's just I was expecting something a whole lot different, more missions, more other stuff. One of my favorite scenes is when they decide to walk off to the bar, and they're all sitting there just kind of talking about their problems. I even like that one of the goody two-shoes, or supposedly the goody one, decided to go to the bar with them. And that was kind of neat hearing the backstory of Diablo. And also that fight scene with Diablo, finally getting to see that form was intense. I wasn't really expecting it because I don't know the character that well. So if that's a normal thing with that character, hell yeah, that was an intense form he had. As far as Amanda Waller, I'm surprised she lived the whole movie. I know that she has roles in this universe, the DC universe, but my god, after all that, I thought she would have just died anyway. And then, just in case you decided not to stick around, there was a cutscene after the first part of the credits. before it goes to the normal boring ass scrolling credits that just scroll by instead of the flashing ones, there's a scene. And it's with Bruce Wayne and Amanda Waller. And it looks like it could be a setup for another movie involving some of the people from Suicide Squad. While, as I said, I am not too far in the comic books and not super into the universe of this comic realm, from what happened, I think it could be a setup for another movie. And I'm not going to tell you what happened, because if you've seen it, you know. If you haven't, it's still going to be a surprise. Because I still don't want to ruin the whole movie for you. Now let's talk about the Joker a little bit more. The Joker was amazing. I like Jared Leto's version of the Joker. Now, to the people that are like, oh, Heath Ledger's is the best, or, oh, I don't want to see Jared Leto's Joker, it looks too stupid. Every Joker that has been in the Batman series, any kind of series where the Joker is featured, as long as it's not still by the same director or the same trilogy or the same set of TV shows or movies, it's always a different Joker. And if you've noticed, every Joker's been a little bit different. So I really like the psychotic sociopath of the Joker that they had this time. There is something about it that I really liked. Something relatable to someone you can run into on the street in a sort of sense. Someone that would be running a gang, someone that might be selling drugs, you never know. He's just someone that you can run into that's been in the game so long, he's just lost his shit. It was nice to get to see the backstories of Harley Quinn with the Joker. It was nice to get to see Diablo, Killer Croc, all of them. It was, since I don't know all these characters so well, it was nice to get to see a little bit about them. Now, I already knew a little bit about Harley Quinn. I knew Deadshot. I knew the Joker, though he didn't get a backstory. I didn't know who he was. The Flash, when he appeared, obviously I know who he is. Batman, when he appeared, I know who he is. May it be a different actress playing Amanda Waller, I know who Amanda Waller is from the TV shows that I've watched of the Green Arrow. The fight scenes were pretty cool. I've seen some people say that the final fight scene was a little bit of a letdown. And I mean, it was cool, but for the name Suicide Squad, do you think that it would have been just a little bit more epic? But nonetheless, it was still a great scene. I wasn't expecting the Doctor to still be alive after they killed Enchantress. Why I struggle saying that word, I don't know. But I was surprised that she was still alive after he crushed the heart. And funny story, Harley Quinn was the savior of the day. Who would have thought she would be the one to save the day? I did. I thought it. And it was cool that they gave her her moment. Will Smith as Deadshot was probably the perfect role he could have got in the movie. The character Deadshot is an interesting character. I don't know a whole lot about him, but I have seen him portrayed in other things. And it was nice to be able to see a story that involves him a little bit more than just a few episodes in a season of a TV show. Because obviously I'm not the hugest comic book fan. Captain Boomerang, I don't know if I've seen him before in anything. I don't know. He was alright. I like the fact that you always see him crushing an energy drink in the background before he fights. Or attempts to fight. Killer Croc's jokes that he had in the few points where he had speaking parts were on point. They were great. And overall, he was a good character. And surprisingly, I'm not surprised about the TV that he asked for in his jail cell at the end of the movie. And you see a music video with girls twerking. That seems like something a human-crocodile combination meta-human would want to watch. So I'm not surprised by that. Diablo's backstory that he gave when he was sitting in the bar, to me that was a little bit surprising because yet again I don't know these characters. But it was really nice to be able to see his backstory. And while it was heartbreaking of what happened, it was good information that they withheld until later on in the movie That way, as the movie goes on, you don't fully understand him until he finally opens up. It gives him a way to develop. You're like, oh, well, why is he like this? And as the movie goes on, you learn a little bit more and more and more, and you're like, oh, okay, that makes sense. As far as the one military guy, which I have already forgot his name, Kite, Flag, I don't know. As far as the military guy that was in love with the doctor that was possessed by Enchantress, I liked his character, but he came off really dickish in the beginning. But you get to like him as it goes on, and that's character development, ladies and gentlemen. Overall, the movie was really good. There's a lot of really good scenes, an amazing soundtrack. It was really good. I liked the graphics that they did with it. I liked how the credits were neon-y and very graphic-y, in a sense that it fit with the posters and the logos that they've been doing. So everything kind of came together and fit together. There's a few things where it's just like, oh, I wish that would have been better. And it was a good movie because it can keep you entertained. And for the people that have short attention spans, the colors and the jokes and the fight scenes are split up just enough to keep their attention. And I mean, I have a little bit of a short attention span, not a super short attention span, but I mean, it was enough that it kept me interested, it kept pulling me in, it made me laugh. There's moments that made me sad, moments that made me mad. It was a feel movie that's not a feel movie for me. I don't know why. I almost cried in the beginning when the daughter didn't want Deadshot to shoot Batman. I almost cried when I thought Harley was dead. I almost cried when I thought Joker was dead. I'm an emotional pansy, what can I say? But overall, the movie was great, and I suggest that you go check it out. I know when it comes out on DVD, I'm probably going to be buying it within the first week. Unless I'm broke. Then I'll buy it when I have money. But it was worth it. I'm glad I got to see it the night before it came out. I don't know. I suggest you check it out. I will be back next week with episode 2 of I Hate the Internet. And that will be coming out on Friday. Remember, my videos come out on Fridays now. If you would like to see the non-spoiler version of this review, click the link that I just popped up in the video somewhere. Click on it and you can watch the non-spoiler version. I don't know why you would after you watch the spoiler version, but I mean, hey, if that's what you want to do, do it. I ain't gonna stop you. Watch my videos. But for now, I am Ryan Necra, and I will feel you later.